RimWorld OST is very, very good. I like it a lot. Hi. I thought my webcam was still right here. I just moved it. Hey everyone. I've kind of tweaked the camera just a little bit. Moved it around. You can see all my Dragon Ball Z stuff now. My dubby. You know, I was over at my girlfriend's place last time. We had tacos, and while I was chopping tomatoes, I noticed that she still had some dubby. She said it's pretty good. If you guys want to use code Undead Samurai to get some dubby, to get some actually really good energy powder. I usually drink it before streams, but lately I've actually been getting sleep, so. Anyway. Spader!
Ah!
Did I scare you?
A little bit.
Good.
I was listening to you just talking on the stream, and I was just and you went silent. And I kind of zoned out for a second, and then suddenly I was very abruptly snapped back to reality. Oh, there goes my bowel.
Did you just shit yourself?
I shit myself. It's all over the place. I'm just gonna sit here. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
I was on Trina's stream earlier, Jason, and I did see that. Congratulations.
Did Trina shit themselves too?
No, Jason's union rep, their union as a whole got them $7 more an hour.
Oh shit, Jason, are you a Teamster?
That's good.
That rules.
Be part of a union. Unions are your right as a worker.
Solidarity with the workers. Rise up. You have nothing to lose but your chains.
But your chains.
But your chains. You have nothing to lose but your chains.
Thanks, Burnus.
No, that was Rom. When in Deep Space Nine, when he and the other Ferengi unionized against.
Oh yeah, I remember that. I forgot about that episode.
What's funny is, so in that episode, Miles O'Brien is totally union. He's absolutely pro-union. Cole Meany, the guy who plays him, absolutely also the same. Absolutely based. What a Chad. Just absolute union.
Good.
He was talking and he's not part of SAG-AFTRA because SAG-AFTRA is American. He's part of whatever they have in Ireland and the UK. Mm-hmm. And he was talking to these other actors in those countries rather.
Yeah.
I almost caused an international incident. He was talking to those actors, and they were like, "Yeah, I don't know." And he's like, "The fuck are you talking about? Unionize."
Yeah, it's your right as a worker. Everyone should do it. Seriously.
Yeah, if you work in an industry that has a union, join it. I was in a union when I worked for a grocery store. I wasn't necessarily happy about it because they took the dues out of my paycheck, but you're part of a union, and I didn't have like a million bills back then. I was living with my parents. And now the industry that I work in, I'm not in the construction side of things. I'm on the engineering side of things, which doesn't need a union. So, because it's a private industry. It's not providing a public good.
Yeah.
That kind of a I mean, it is a public good, but it's not a public industry. That kind of.
No, I understand.
It's different. Like, I absolutely like. If you're in a union, fuck yeah, dude. I support it. I strongly support unions. I just don't need to be one in the job I'm in.
Me neither. I'm a security guard.
Isn't there a security guards union or something?
As much as I support unions, I do not give enough a fuck about my job to join a union.
That's fair.
That's fair. Yesterday, okay. I looked out at the fucking view that I've had for the past 3 years. Mm-hmm. I looked out and I looked behind me and there were no cars behind me because everyone had left for the day.
So you just took your pants down and you just started just beating at me.
No, but what I did was I untucked my shirt.
Ooh.
I know, crazy.
Oh, shit.
I untucked my shirt.
Don't get too crazy here.
And I realized that I just don't care anymore. Like, I'm at that point where I just don't give a shit at all.
I feel like at a certain point, it doesn't matter what job. I mean, it really doesn't matter what job it is, but like at a certain point, the boss is just like familiar with you and your idioms and your mannerisms and stuff, and you can kind of get away with that sort of thing. Like in my case, when I worked for the grocery store, when I first started, like I didn't wear a beard net. I always wore like one of my flannel long sleeve button ups, and they didn't really care at first, and then Kroger started getting a little bit more anal retentive about their food safety policies, and so they made me stop doing that. I was like, all right, I'll put on a fucking beard net. I wasn't terribly happy with it, but I needed the job.
So there was this place where I was a security guard for. Oh, I forgot about the giant penis you drew on the statue.
Yeah.
Fucking big penis, Jesus. Back when I was working at like this what's it called? It's like it's a windshield manufacturing plant. I used to run security at a very famous in my area windshield manufacturing plant. It's famous for the fucking wrong reasons, by the way. It is known as one of the worst fucking places to work for in the area. Anyway, shout
out to the worst place to work in Dayton, Ohio.
I used to run security out there, and one of the they just lost the contract to this place, so I can kind of talk about it a little bit more. Back when I worked out there, there was this supervisor. I won't say his name to protect the guilty, but this guy was a fucking asshole in every fucking sense of the word. We had there at orientation for this job. We had. Yes, he really loved butt fucking. No, fucking but at orientation, they told us, hey, like, it might say in the handbook that you can't really grow a beard. We're a little bit more lax on that than the last time this was written, so it's okay. Like, we don't really care too terribly much. They said that out loud to all of us because I had a beard, another guy in my orientation class had a beard. And another guy was like, "Hey, I'm thinking about growing mine out."
So that's the kind of shit where I'm like, I want that in writing, please.
Yeah. My fucking supervisor out there at this fucking windshield manufacturing plant told me consistently, "Yeah, shave that beard." And this motherfucker had a beard. And I'm like, "You son of a fucking bitch." And if you guys recall, back earlier this year, I had a very large beard.
You did.
And
looked good.
Thank you. I'm growing it back out again.
Nice.
I had a very large beard, and it's because I work by myself, and no one fucking gives a shit out there what I look like. So I just don't care anymore. Also.
Yeah.
So
that's fair.
So Spader, at the top
Russ.
of the show, there's something I want to talk to you about.
Okay.
I feel like we've been talking about video games a little bit too much on this video game show. Okay?
Yes. On a video game show, we've been talking too much about video games.
So on this video game show, I would like to challenge us, okay?
Okay.
To talk about some personal life stories that maybe aren't too personal,
Okay.
You know, but just share some stories about our lives and life experiences. Do you want to know about the first time I ever masturbated?
I didn't know you were gonna go that far, but
It's not a funny story. It's just kind of I think it's like just kind of interesting how my dumb idiot teenage brain worked.
I'm just gonna like listen to this and just like with my thumb on my chin, just like
okay,
interesting.
So
yeah, tell me about the first time that you blasted.
So when I was like I was say like 14, your hormones are fucking crazy, right? And you're like
hormones do be like that.
For me, it was like booba literally all the fucking time, and I was like, how do I fix this? How do I fix feeling like this? And there was an article in a Playboy about this woman that had 3 breasts, and so I was like, okay, and so I guess I just started like smacking it around. And I was like, I didn't really know what I was doing.
You're just hitting it back and forth, just like
gripping the tip hard. But eventually I reached the end. And
you came to fruition.
I thought I pissed myself. And so I was like,
wait, hang on. Were you wearing pants?
No.
Okay, so you did figure that part
out. Yeah, I know. I knew that the what have you had to be out in the open. I knew that much.
Yeah.
So I thought I like pissed, and I was like, whoa, and I ran to the bathroom, and I looked down, and I was like, wait, this isn't pee. Then what is it? What's wrong with me? Anyway, that's my funny little story about that.
I think I was
25.
I think I was 25 years old. I had just discovered myself after leaving my cult compound.
Mm-hmm.
No, I want to say 13 or 14.
Yeah, that's about
And I remember I had the idea down. I had the idea because like when I had taken baths,
sure,
kind of rubbed it on my leg and just like, oh, that feels really weird. And then eventually I figured out you could go more.
Mm-hmm.
And so I did that. And then I wrote about it in my journal.
Today I busted.
And then that journal sat in a storage container thing longer than it needed to. Longer than it had any right to. Probably about 8 or 9 years later, like after I had come back from college, I found it and ripped that sheet out.
Understandable.
Presuming, and then I threw it away anyway because I didn't fucking use it. And it was a Harry Potter journal. It had like one of the owls on it or whatever. There was other stuff in there too, but like there was the day that we came home with my cat Gary for the first time. That was in October of 14, and it was the first part that I saw of that page was that my other cat had run away, and I was sad.
That is sad.
Where are you? Oh,
right
you're
above
up there. Where? I just saw this part getting cleaned, and I'm just like, is there a latency issue? What's going on? So yeah, that was my first time blasting.
Cool. I'm glad we could share this moment.
I'm glad we could share this moment with each other. We are.
We're very good friends. We know
we
each
are
other
very
a very
good
long
friends.
time.
We have. It's been 10 years.
Yeah, right around there.
It's been a little over a decade.
Yeah. Jeez, it's crazy. Think about it.
How nuts. How time flies.
Yeah.
When you nut.
There was a TikTok. This is how fucking old I am here. There was a TikTok the other day, or it may have been today. I can't remember. I texted my girlfriend immediately crying. But there was a TikTok either today or yesterday. Let's go with that. Where this guy was talking about his first time playing Mortal Kombat 10.
His first time blasting.
His first time coming. His first time playing Mortal Kombat 10. Mortal Kombat 10 came out in 2015. Okay? Right? He's like, this is some of my earliest memories of Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat 10. When I was a young 9-year-old boy, I was like...
I hate that. I fucking hate that shit.
I did the math. You want to know how old I was?
In what?
2015.
In 2015? You were, what, 21?
Just 23 years old.
23. Damn, I skewed you young.
No, we're like almost the same age.
No, I'm 33 this year.
Oof.
No, if you want to hear something also that's kind of fucked up.
Oh, Dante's 23.
Oh, Dante's a baby.
I know what it's like to be 23. No one likes you when you're 23.
No one likes you when you're 23 and you develop severe a problem.
No, I was doing the
No, that was me. That's just
Blink
me.
182. I mean, me too. But I did the Blink 182 thing.
Oh, okay.
Nobody likes you when you're 23.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. Blink-182 was never a band that was, like, big for me.
Well, you were into
like
metal really hard at the time, right?
Not even, like, when Blink-182 was big. I was more... I mean, I was into pop-punk, but more like,
It's all about how you feel, babe.
Sum 41... And there were a couple.
I liked Sum 41 too, but like...
I just
Blink
never got
182,
into
it
them.
made me giggle, you know, they were funny.
Like, they're good. I'm not saying Blink-182's bad. I'm just saying I just never got into it.
Did you... Okay, so speaking...
The 23 song is good.
Speaking of Tom DeLonge,
He's an ufologist.
I know, he's a fucking weirdo. Did you know that he, in his band Angels and Airwaves, is basically just about him believing in aliens?
That rules.
There's a song called The Journey Begins, or something like that, I can't remember. But he goes, "Here we go, life's waiting to begin tonight. Ayo, here I am." It's that one.
Oh, okay.
You heard that one before?
I might have. I don't know.
I unironically like that song a lot, but his voice is very unique, and whenever you do a Tom DeLonge impression, everyone knows who the fuck you're talking about.
I don't know. There's just some singers' voices that like
The webs with
like,
all the spiders catching things and eating their insides.
Oh, that fucking song.
Let's Miss You by Blink-182.
I don't know the lyrics, but I know exactly the song you're talking
Where
about.
are you? That one.
Where are you?
And I am so sorry. You gotta. Okay, here's Russ's special way to do Tom DeLonge's singing voice. Overpronounce the fuck out of every fucking word.
Where are you?
And I am so
so sorry.
Dante, how does it feel to be 23? Remind me, please.
How does it feel to be 23?
See,
You're in the chat gonna explain to me what it feels like to be 23. And you're gonna tell us in the chat, and you're gonna type, and there's gonna be words.
You could join the... I mean, I don't really care. You could join the voice chat if you really wanted to explain it.
That's who.
Dante was trying to convince me to buy Cloud Meadow earlier today, the fucking, like, life sim porn game. I was like, And then he showed me images, I was like, God damn it. God fucking damn it.
Have you ever looked up reviews for some of those like VR porn games?
I've watched video reviews on some of them.
Because they're very funny. Just the reviews. It's always shit just like, could not complete, fell through the map immediately.
Yeah, they're not great games.
Grabbed penis. And...
Grabbed penis.
Grabbed penis. and I couldn't let go.
Rarely you can.
Excuse me. Oh, I'm full of macaroni and cheese.
Damn, I wish I was full of macaroni and cheese.
I just had such a craving today. You ever get one of those cravings where you're just thinking about it all day long and you're just like, fuck, I need some cheese.
I had that with some homemade ramen today, and I didn't end up making the ramen.
Oh.
Because yesterday when I made ramen, I put way too much soy sauce in it, and it was really salty.
So what you gotta do is you gotta get some pork belly, fry that up, put it in there.
Well, see what
poach an egg.
Here's my plan for
Not
next
poach,
time I make
but,
ramen.
soft
Right?
boil. Yeah.
Here's my plan. I'm gonna
Tell me.
So you make homemade teriyaki in a pan, right?
Okay.
It's soy sauce, butter, garlic, brown sugar. That's like one of the easiest fucking teriyakis to make, right?
Throw in some mirin if you're feeling fancy.
If you're feeling really cool and really epic, some vinegar. But here's the thing, right? You start reducing it down as much as you can, trying to make it like almost a glaze.
You make it
then what you do is you get cubes of meat, like pork or Spam even. Spam is really good.
Hell yeah.
You do that, you cube that shit, you put it into the teriyaki, right? Before you introduce your ramen. And then you put your noodles into the pan with it, crack 2 eggs into the fucking ramen, and stir that shit. You're good.
Fuck yeah, dude. That sounds like it rules. That's a great way of doing it. I Jen got us a very fancy ramen kit from Japan. It's called Ichiran, and it comes with the noodles, which are like flat cut, and like they're not like the wavy kind. They're like straight, very fancy, and it comes with a soup base and their spicy powder. And they're like, hey, be careful with the spicy powder. It's spicy. And it is. It's nice and spicy. But what I did there was I fried up pork belly, put that on top. I put in those, those little packets of salted roasted seaweed.
Yes.
Get that shit. Get that in there. Delicious. Learn how to soft boil an egg. Get water boiling.
It's really not that hard. Yeah.
Get water boiling. Put egg in hot water. Set a timer for 7 minutes. Take it out. Put it in ice. Don't forget.
Ice it to stop the cooking process.
Yes.
Because if you just leave it out and let it cool down over time, it's still cooking in there, and you don't want that. You're gonna get hard-boiled eggs every time.
And then, after it cools for a few minutes, then you peel it.
And you cut that shit in half. Put that on your ramen.
Oh, fuck yeah, dude.
I used pickled eggs.
Ooh.
Recently, because
nice.
I love pickled eggs. And that's exactly what I'm gonna fucking use next time, because they're really good. It's the the vinegariness of it to combat the sweet and salty of the ramen is like perfect.
Ooh yeah. You ever made pickled eggs?
I really want to. It took me a really long time to
Super
find
easy.
some pickled eggs in the store, because like nowhere had it around me, and I was actually getting upset because I couldn't find it anywhere, and like every store had it on their website. And so eventually I asked CJ, because last time I had them, CJ had like a fucking thing of them. I'm like, where the fuck did you get these? Like actually, where did you get these? And he's like, I can't remember. I was like, but you had like how do you not know? He's like, I don't know what you're talking about, because he's a fucking dickhead, and I hate his fucking guts.
Damn, CJ on blast. I have a recipe I can send you. It's super easy.
I know it has something to do with pickled beets and stuff like that.
No, it's just the pickling liquid is just water and vinegar with salt and sugar, and then pickling spice, and you just boil that for a little bit, and then you just pour them right into the jar with the eggs.
Yeah, give me that. Give me that.
It's so fucking. I'm gonna do that now before I get high later and forget.
Fair.
Because I take THC for mostly like sleep, but also anxiety.
Hey, I feel you.
Let me find my pickled eggs. Where are you? My pickled egg recipe.
Fucking Tom DeLonge. What a fucking weirdo.
I'm just gonna DM it to you, right?
Okay, cool. Thank you.
The best jars for these, they are
mason jars.
well, they are mason/ball jars, but they have they don't have like the liner and the lid ring. They just have like the lid.
Okay.
They're like it's like a black plastic lid.
Oh, you can get a fuck ton of those for really cheap.
Oh yeah, easy. And those work perfect. I actually just recently pickled mushrooms because I fucking love those, and I haven't had them in so long. I was just like, oh, I need this. I found a recipe, and so I made it. Still got some in there. Fucking great. I had some for lunch today.
When I was sick, my mom brought over pulled pork that I had over rice. Oh
yeah, buddy.
That was the fucking shit. I hadn't been eating like at all, and she brings them over, and I'm just like, please, this is all that sounds good to me, and I eat it, and it's the fucking best.
Nice. Yeah, that's one thing I've been doing lately is I'll cook, and then the meat that I use for the dish will be kind of like on the side that you put into the main dish. Mm-hmm. So like a grilled chicken or a pork loin or something like that. And what Jen and I like to do is we get these bowls of pre-cooked rice from Korea, and you just pop them in the microwave for a minute and a half. You just put the leftover meat in that. It's so good.
Mm-hmm. I haven't cooked for anyone but myself in a minute. I haven't cooked for my girlfriend yet. I really want to, because last time I cooked for anyone, I made it must have cooked since then, but the last time that I really can remember that was really, really good was maple soy sauce salmon.
Ooh.
Which is just like, oh.
Nice. That sounds heavenly.
Oh my god. It took so fucking long to clean, but it was really good.
I just love cooking. I love good food. And like, if you know, if you want to eat something good, you make it. It's easy. You learn how to cook. Mm-hmm. And then like,
cooking is really easy, actually.
If it's not worth cooking, it's not worth eating. You know, if you don't want, if you know, if you don't feel like cooking, that's fine. But like, I'm phrasing that wrong. Where it's like, if it's not good food, it's not worth eating. That's what I mean. Because you can cook, you can buy pre-made, you can do whatever the hell you want. But if it's not good food, what's the point? Yeah. You want to be happy.
Cooking's also extremely fucking fun, especially when you do it with someone else. Like,
I disagree there.
Well, I like cooking with people.
I like having an.
I like cooking with like, one other person. Let me put it like that. I love cooking with like one other person.
I like cooking with the people that I am cooking for, watching from, you know, the table or the counter or whatever. Stay out of my way when I'm cooking.
I disagree.
Because I've got it. I
like divvying up like stuff with it. I feel like cooking can be a really nice fun activity for people.
It really can be. I mean, it genuinely can be a fun experience for multiple people. I just do not feel that way because like I have a process. I've got my mise en place. I've got everything prepped the way I want it. I've got all my tools the way I want it, and I don't have a big kitchen.
Me neither.
That's the other barrier for me. It's just like, just hang out. Let's hang out. Leave the cooking to me. I'll take care of it. I want to take care of my friends and Jen. I want to take care of everyone. I just like cooking anyway.
Arm slab? Missing an arm slab somewhere? Oh. It's quite literally this one.
They're on the face.
Okay. The eyes. One of the eyes is not done.
I think it's the right eye. The statue's right, not ours. Statue's right.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, because the statues left are right. That one
Face slab, fin spine, lower torso slab. Oh, found the face slab. That's still not done.
Okay, you get that.
It's a cool statue, huh?
It is. It's pretty cool. It seems weirdly out of place, but...
Well, this used to be a riverbed, or a big ocean.
Ah. Okay, I got the lower torso. The fin slabs. The stuff on the back, I assume.
Yeah, fin stuff is on the back. God damn it. I can't get a good angle on this fucking face.
Well, get the fucking...
No,
here.
no, I don't wanna, I wanna do it now. Okay. Thank you.
Webbing, arm slab, fin spine, fin spine. So those are the fin spines, and those are the fins. But where's the fin slab? Oh no, it is fin spine. Never mind. I'm done.
Oldest brother is shit
It's
at
this one,
cooking. When he tried to make an omelet, he had something so charred you couldn't tell it was eggs.
Oh no. I hate that. I mean, sometimes people just aren't good at it, and they don't want to be good at it, and that frustrates me because it's like, cooking is so easy.
It is. It's really easy.
I mean, obviously it takes some skill, it takes a little bit of it just takes a bit of getting behind the stove and doing it.
Yeah.
You know, you just gotta get there.
You gotta experiment.
You gotta do the damn thing. And if you don't do the damn thing, you don't get better at it.
It's true.
Like, I've been cooking for decades at this point. My mom made sure that I knew how to cook. And, I mean, we also spent a lot of time, like, watching Food Network and food shows and stuff like that.
Yeah, I watch a lot of, like, Gordon Ramsay stuff.
I do love the old Iron Chef.
Oh, me too. I
The
used to watch
Japanese
that all
version.
the time with my parents.
Oh yeah, we would watch that and the newer version all the time. That's a fun show.
My dad fucking loves Beat the Shit Out of Bobby Flay or whatever the fuck that show's called. Beat the fuck out of Bobby Flay.
Beat the fuck out of Bobby Flay, leave him in the dirt.
Beat Bobby's Flay's teeth in with a baseball bat. That's what the show's called.
I mean, whenever I watch that show, I want to because he's a smug dickhead. But that's just me.
He also is a very impatient person.
He is.
He doesn't like to be told what to do. No, I'm reading a comment from chat.
Oh,
Jason's brother.
Yeah, Jason. Yeah, you're right. Jason's brother. Yeah, you're right. Oh, Jason's brother is. Oh, okay. That's. I thought we were still talking about Bobby Flay.
No.
Anyway, sorry to hear about that about your brother. I hope he's got a good DoorDash account.
Dude, DoorDash is getting so fucking expensive.
It really is. Like
I was so fucking hungry. Right, sitting at work. I was so fucking hungry, and I was like, I'm just gonna order a sandwich. I'm just gonna get a sandwich from my favorite sandwich place. It was $50 fucking to get a sandwich.
What the fuck?
A sandwich and fries. That's all I fucking wanted.
Jesus Christ. Like, I had their subscription service, Dash Pass, and it genuinely, I mean, it did bring down the price of, of that.
It does pay
thing.
for itself also, if you order
it does
enough.
pay for it. Yeah, like if you order,
like
a few
2
times
a month. Yeah.
Yeah, if you order a couple of times a month, that Dash Pass pays for itself. It's kind of nice. But then it's just like, all of those prices are just getting so ridiculous, regardless of if you have Dash Pass or not.
Me and my girlfriend ordered Japanese food when I was over there one time, and I just didn't want to get fucking anything. Like, I felt so... But, like, I got, like, ramen and takoyaki, and I immediately felt, like, bad about that, all that already. And I was like... It's like, it's too fucking expensive. I've uninstalled it. I've uninstalled the app, and, like, I'm just not using it anymore. Just because, like... I went to McDonald's, and I spent fucking $11 today. And I was like, damn, like, that's fucking pretty cheap. for a burger, fries, and a drink. Like, I was like,
Which
yeah.
is an unfortunate statement, because I remember getting pissed off when burgers were $8 at restaurants.
We could just go in person. That's also
exactly.
that works.
Like I mean, I have the McDonald's app, and like there are people who complain like, oh, you get a Big Mac for like $7, and it's like, no, that's not accurate. But I'm not where you live, so it might be. I don't know. But I have the app, so I get all this like free shit.
Mm-hmm.
And whenever I order McDonald's, I just use that, and I just, scrimp as many pennies as I
probably
can.
should.
And
I don't get McDonald's enough to like really warrant it. I get it like once, twice a month, maybe.
Sure. Well, I mean, same, but like I don't think the points don't like expire or anything.
Then there you go. I probably should get it then.
Yeah. I mean, I have enough points, and you can only use like one reward or one whatever, whatever, and it's still cheaper. Like, I remember we ordered. I think I had already like started drinking a little bit, and we were just like, yeah, let's just order McDonald's. So we ordered DoorDash, and it was still like $25 just for whatever we got, and I'm like, I could have just gone to the store for like half that amount.
No, yeah. That's the shit about it. It's just like
you are paying for the convenience of your food arriving cold, and also on someone else's doorstep.
It's true. You're absolutely right. I wish I could. What in the fuck?
I wish it was what?
I just got a new nozzle.
What?
I just bought the.
Ooh!
It's a fucking trident. What the fuck?
Oh! It's time to fuck up some dirt.
Hey!
Hey! No roughhouse. Get back to work.
Oh my god. This is new.
This rules.
Oh my god, it's working really well, too! I was gonna buy. Oh yeah, I changed the color of my.
If you mash the R button, it just like gives you a really good area effect.
How do I equip this? Oh, I now have a golden gun.
Oh fuck. Oh fuck, we're playing with Scaramanga.
Salamanga.
Did you ever play any of the James Bond video games?
Of course.
Wait, shit, that's video game talk. We're not doing that.
Oh yeah,
Fuck. I'm sorry.
Okay, it's okay. That's why it's a challenge. It wouldn't be a challenge if it wasn't hard. Okay.
Here's a challenge. Name 3 actors not Jackie Chan.
Fuck. Bruce Willis. Heath Ledger, Jackie Chan. Fuck. That's one of my. Oh my god, that's one of my favorite Tim and Eric sketches ever. Name 5 things that aren't Jackie Chan: spoons, curtains, Jackie Chan.
Fuck. Quick, name 3 women.
Okay, it's an impossible challenge.
Hashtag impossible. Hashtag.
Fuck, there was a Key and Peele sketch. Hold on, there was a Key and Peele sketch that made me laugh too. It's like they're doing like I think they're playing categories, right? And and he's like, fucking one of them gets Ricky Martin. And he's like the big everyone thought he was straight, but he was actually gay. Me. And he just says that like, and so he looks at him. He's like. No, it's not you. He's like a Latin singer. Me. Me, that's me. I was like, whoa. Made me giggle.
Whoa.
Someone just texted me. My girlfriend just texted me, why is it every time I surf Etsy I find 6 new things that I tuck away for Christmas for you? God damn it!
Aww.
That's cute.
That's sweet.
I don't know. Maybe I'm just a funny little guy.
Maybe you're just a silly little guy.
Or just a silly little fellow.
We stan a silly little guy.
Yeah. There are times where I wish I was just a funny little guy, you know? I wish I was slightly more little.
You wish you had short king energy?
I also really enjoy being tall. I used to hate being tall. Have I ever told you about that? I used to fucking think like it was such a curse. I was like, everyone just has to look up at me.
Everyone wants me to grab things.
Because I've never, shit like that, you know. Oh, what's the weather up there? That kind of fucking
How's
shit.
the weather up there, bro?
It's not even a funny joke. Anyone who says that deserves a lobotomy. Like
it's not 1950, bruh.
And it's like, but now I'm like, yeah, I can fucking reach shit. I don't have to fucking like I can. When the seasons change, I flip the switch on my parents' fucking ceiling fan just without getting anything. Like it's so fucking cool.
Wow, you're a hero.
That's what they think. In reality, I'm a fucking villain.
You eat pussy then.
Heroes don't eat pussy, Ghost Rider.
No, don't you remember that tweet? From like DC or whoever it was. Or it was like an author of the Batman comics. Where like Batman doesn't eat pussy.
I do not fucking remember that.
It was a thing on Twitter for a minute where like this creator or like this writer or whomever from DC was just adamant that Batman does not, for the love of God, he does not eat pussy.
Number
because
one,
he's a hero.
Batman eats pussy.
Oh yeah, Batman crushes the pussy.
Gulps down that fucking shit, okay?
I mean, have you seen Catwoman?
Also, have you seen Batman's dick in that one fucking comic book still I show everyone that I know?
I don't remember. You might have, but I don't remember. You know what? DM that to me. I'll be right back.
Okay. I just Google searched Batman dick, and I found it immediately. Is it there? No, it's edited out. That's the edited out one. There's one where... There it is. Okay. No, don't save the image. There it is.
Just save the image, make it your desktop background.
I didn't mean to. There.
It's like, hey babe, check this out.
I'm sure I've said that to you before.
You probably have. Oh yeah, that dude is hanging dong.
Yeah, schlanging meat.
That dude is fucking serving up salami at the deli. I look at that thing and I think to the actors. Did somebody say salami? I fucking love that we can have drops now.
I need to set the ones for my server.
You do, those are fun. That one is from my server, my personal.
Where the fuck? What?
Shit.
What the fuck are elevators? Oh,
it's the little guys in the back.
Fucking,
of the wing.
That's all we got left. So.
The little flappy boys in the back of the wing.
It's this one. Okay. That wasn't so bad.
Yeah. I did notice the name of the cola there, Caldera Cola, and then I look off at the rising smoke from the volcano, and I'm like,
"Are you ready?
Okay,
are you ready to clean a kid named Finger?"
Excuse me?
Are you ready to clean a kid named Finger?
A kid named Finger.
We have talked about this. I fucking know we have. I know I have explained what a kid named Finger is to you. I know I have.
You probably have, but I don't remember for some reason.
It's a fucking Better Call Saul thing.
Right, okay.
There was a kid named Finger. Mike's telling a story. I have never seen Better Call Saul, so I don't.
I haven't either, so.
But
that's probably why I don't have the content.
But it was like a big meme for a while.
See, here's the other thing. I have removed myself from social media.
Oh yeah. Well, no, this was this was when you were still around, though.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, recently, like I haven't been on Facebook in years. I got rid of my Twitter. I also just deleted my Instagram.
Yeah.
So I didn't really use it. And once Reddit killed third-party API stuff, I started using Instagram just to kind of fill the content void. And did it for a little bit, but then it's just like, this sucks, actually.
Yeah.
I'm just going to read the news. I'm an adult now.
Yikes. I put CNN on my fucking, like, my bookmark bar on my on, like, Opera. And I'm like, I don't fucking read the news. Like, why the fuck do I even have this? It just makes me feel like an adult, you know? Like, it makes me feel...
See, I just have the Google Stories thing where I swipe over from my homepage on my phone, and it's like, here's a bunch of articles you can scroll through while you're pooping. Lot of war articles on the war in Ukraine.
That's why I mostly just tend to keep away from that shit.
A lot of recipes. I'm like genuinely interested in the war in Ukraine from an outsider perspective. You know, obviously, Slava Ukraini, fuck Russia. There was also an article I read recently where the fucking Pentagon was sending internal emails to the wrong extension. So, like, the normal, like, you know, at the end of an email, there's like a .com or whatever. In military matters, it's .mil.
Yeah.
There was a typo for a long time where they were typing .ml, which is the country code for Mali.
Oh, great.
In Africa, who is an ally of Russia for some reason. And it's like, okay, yeah, cool. Let's just go. All right, Russia, that's fun. Let's just go ahead and rely on a failed state for allyship. Go for it, bud. But I thought that article was very funny. Just like military intelligence being an oxymoron has never been truer.
I tried.
Oh. Oh, you're a funny word.
Dude, the trident is the fucking shit.
This thing rules.
Did you see my little golden gun?
Oh, damn.
You might be able to edit yours. When you hit E, click on the
in
the corner of the thing.
Nope, I do not. I would probably have to buy it myself.
Damn.
I might be able to. Let me see.
Can you change your outfit? Cause you're green and I'm green and
yeah, I changed my outfit.
But you're green.
I cannot buy. Why can I only buy this? That's weird. I can only buy the one new look.
Well,
and
what?
it's I can't even use it.
Huh.
It's like Space Cadet. Probably it'll show up when.
What color you want? What color you want to be?
I want green.
No, other than green.
Okay. Purple.
Purple's already bought for you.
That's weird then, because it's not. I cannot equip them. I only have the standard. I probably can equip it in my own story mode, which I haven't touched.
Weird.
But I don't know. Oh well.
So like,
that's fine.
There's gotta be fucking settings for this. Hold on now. guess not. That's whatever.
God damn, this trident rules.
I know.
He's just chewing up this mud.
Have you done it with the extra long extension yet?
Yes.
Makes me feel like Poseidon.
I am the Lord of Water. Mud will tremble before me. Which is funny because Poseidon was also the god of volcanoes and earthquakes.
Wow.
Isn't that fun?
No.
Right. I'll just go fuck myself then.
That's not a fun fact. I am not having fun because of that fact.
No. No. No.
We're getting kind of close to the end of this game, you know.
Are we?
A little bit. We're a good portion of the way done with the game.
Uh-huh.
Have you thought about what we might want to play after this? Stream after this?
I haven't given it a whole lot of thought. Like, I haven't been playing much outside of this. Wait, that's getting into video game territory.
Damn it!
Damn it.
We already talked about food and
A little bit of
why
music.
is this so much fucking harder than I thought it was gonna be?
Because this is a video game's thing.
Do I have a story I could tell? Let's see. Let's try to come up with something here.
I got to raid an abandoned house recently.
Like with guns? Like what are you talking
No,
about?
that would be interesting, but no, it was. I just went through it with my boss. It was part of work. Because one of the things that we do is it's called a Phase 1 environmental site assessment, where you go into, you do some research on a site that you're working on, and then you go in and you identify any potential sources for contaminants. And that could be anything from like, there's a barrel of gasoline here, or there was a gas station that was abandoned, or maybe there's nothing at all. And so there was a site that we were working on geotech-wise because our client wants to develop it into a car wash, because we definitely need more of those. And so I did the drill a couple weeks beforehand, and then my boss and I are out doing some settlement surveying, and he goes, "Hey, you want to go through an abandoned house?" And I'm like, "Yup."
Hell yeah.
And so as we're driving on the way there, I realized, oh, it's this site. So we went through, and I mean, my environmental specialist and my other boss, they had already gone through and picked out what they wanted. I mean, there was like this beautiful old hutch, like an old wooden hutch, and the environmental specialist, she wanted it, but it's like, we're not loading that into a damn truck. That's gonna take too long. It's too much work. There was, and they were with the seller when they went through, and the seller was like, "You guys want anything in here? Go for it. Take it. It's yours. It'll go to waste otherwise." So they were like, "Hell yeah!" And so then my boss and I went through. I found a nice little set of china plates. I found a really cool old Craftsman toolbox, which is now my work toolbox.
Cool.
There was a scythe in the tool shed out back. One of the tool sheds.
Like a hand scythe or a big one?
No, a big one.
Oh.
Because this was like a farm, not like a farm property, but like they had. At one point, that property probably was a lot bigger in use for agriculture.
Mm-hmm.
But by the time the grandparents died, there was like maybe like a half acre that they were still using for alfalfa, and then the rest of it was just the house and the yard.
I see.
And so we did our drill in the yard, but then the rest of it is coming down anyway. So we went through, found a bunch of stuff, and it was cool and notable because it was my boss that was like, "Hey, you want to go do that?" I was like, "Yeah, I do."
Yeah, I do.
Because that's fun.
Yeah.
Like that's one part of my job that I like, is that whenever I do a project on on a vacant house or a vacant lot, I just look around. I'm supposed to be there, and no one's living there, no one's claiming that shit, so it's like, fuck it. If I find something cool, I'm taking it. And also, it's just fun to explore abandoned places.
Yeah. There is a place in my area. No, it's not. It's not super far away. I don't think. I think it was like 45 minutes away or something. I can't remember. It's called Camp Kennedy. It's this old like summer camp, Christian summer camp thing that's just 100% abandoned. Like it's like run down as shit. And we went out there one time and just looked around, and we were just goofing off, and like the second story is completely caved in, so we couldn't really go up there. Sure. And we're getting ready to leave. Like we all have like one or two things. Like there's not much left because it's been there forever. But
sure.
But like we all take like one or two things, and we're like, yeah, little mementos. And as we're leaving, the prop owner is fucking coming down like this way on an ATV.
Oh no!
Like we hear, basically, I guess someone had said that we were up there and looking around, and so, this is broad daylight, by the way, and we basically are in like this kitchen area, this like kind of like pantry next to the kitchen, and so we hear an ATV turn in a corner, so we all duck inside and like kind of look out and see that this motherfucker is like actively fucking looking for us. And so we duck and hide, and we're like, okay, we need to get the fuck out of here. So we basically
suddenly
just
turn into a sneaking mission.
Yeah, we fucking run to the entrance as fast as we fucking can, and as we're like making our exit, we just crossed the prop line. And then he turns a corner and sees us. Like, but we're already off property, so there's nothing he can do. Like, he didn't see us on his property at all. But like, it definitely felt like a sneaking mission. It was really cool.
That rules.
Like,
also I would shit myself.
Yeah, we ducked into like the side door, and like I was like, just shh, like don't move.
Did he seem pissed?
Yes. But like, what could he have done? He didn't spot us until we were gone.
That's awesome. That's badass. That rules.
And I remember turning around and looking at him, and he was just like he was just mad. Like you could tell.
He just had a hat on and he threw it on the ground. Yeah, damn it! And he started stomping on the hat.
It was some like bald biker guy. I don't think he would have cared like too terribly. He probably just would have asked us to leave, but
he probably would have just been like, "Hey, y'all can't be here. This is dangerous," or "I own this," or whatever.
Yeah.
There was a when I was in Laramie, there was an abandoned cement factory, just barely outside of town, and I went there with a group of friends. And I wish we had gone maybe an hour earlier, because we had a good look around. But after a while, it just started getting real dark, and none of us brought flashlights. And it was like, dang it, I wanted to stay a little bit longer. But it's really cool exploring all of like the old concrete structures and like the ovens and stuff like that.
Yeah. That's just cool. Abandoned stuff is really cool.
Abandoned stuff rules. There was one I went to. There was one that I did a drill for soil samples at, and it was. So there was the front, like before you got to the actual property itself, there was an apartment complex, just like, 2 or 3 story, just like 6 units each, just one of those kinds of apartment complexes.
Mm-hmm.
And or maybe it was condos, I don't remember. Either way, we were in touch with like the maintenance property guy who had the key. So he got us in, and he was like, "Hey, by the way, just keep an eye out. There's a guy living in there, because the property that we were working on was this vacant, like this abandoned house lot in the back of the, like, tucked in to this apartment area, and it had been, I mean, it was clear that like homeless and transients had been there. There was like a tent, a lot of like clothes and stuff.
Yeah.
And the guy, he opens the gate for us and he goes, just keep your eyes open. There's a guy living in there and he has a gun. I was like,
Cool.
I don't want to know that part. But apparently he was also crazy. That kind of a guy. And it was still pretty cool. Like, it was clear that vacant house had been being lived in. There was a lot of dookie in the toilet.
Oh yeah.
And my driller and his helper, they were brothers. They found, like one of those like concrete parking barriers that go on the asphalt.
Yes.
They found one of those. They brought it into the house together and they dropped it on the toilet.
Oh, nice.
So it shattered and exploded, and they ran out.
That's half the fun.
It's fun.
Is making this
yeah.
stuff,
Oh yeah, and like the helper guy, the helper brother, like he was just kind of rocking around with the fridge, and eventually just like pulled on it, and it just like stayed at a 45-degree angle.
Hell yeah.
I love abandoned places. They're so, like, part of me is like, I should not be here. I absolutely should not be here. This is scary. But at the same time, it's like, this is really fun.
There is a YouTube channel. There's 2 YouTube channels that you should look for.
Okay.
Dan Bell is numero uno.
Okay.
He basically he's a filmmaker who goes to like completely like trashed abandoned buildings and looks around, and like it's fucking horrifying sometimes.
Oh yeah.
Like he went to this place in Baltimore where it's Balmer, where it's like absolutely like one of the scariest fucking like trap houses I've ever seen in my fucking life.
Oh god.
And he goes in there, and there's like needles on the fucking ground, and like you hear gunshots at one point in the video, and it's like,
oh,
that one's fucking actually scary. Don't watch that like
Jesus
late at night, because it's actually fucking horrifying.
Yeah,
but there's
terrifying.
this one European guy named HaHa, I think is I'll send you the link to his account. But like he basically just goes to like old like Iron Curtain countries and like just surfs.
Cool.
Like he had like a 5-day stay in Chernobyl, and he was just looking around and stuff, and but like he does a lot of trains hopping and stuff like that, and Illegal Freedom, I think, is the channel. And he's really cool, that guy.
That sounds awesome. Have you ever watched like, I mean, most of these are going to be fake, but ghost hunting videos? Specifically from foreign countries.
There is. We talked about the Loveland frog not terribly long ago.
Yeah. I think that was last time we were doing this. Yeah.
So, I really want to shoot a video where we go out late at night and look for the frog wizards.
Oh, that rule.
Like, I like, there's part of me that really wants to, like, start shoot, because I'm a total skeptic when it comes to, like, stuff like that.
Oh, sure.
And so I think going with a skeptic's eye is, like, a really unique kind of take, because no one on shows like that are skeptics. Like, no, not one fucking person is a skeptic on shows like that.
I would. There's a couple where they've got some pretty hardcore skeptics, but yeah.
I'm thinking of Zachary Baggins. So.
Oh yeah, that dude. No, I'm specifically talking about like ghost hunting videos from Saudi Arabia.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Those are my favorite because they're all finding jinns, and no matter what happens, they always pray as hard as they can, like screaming at these things whenever something happens. It's so funny. And then if you ever watch Chinese ghost hunting videos, they're swearing at it like "fuck your mother, fuck you,
Yeah.
fuck you and your mother, fuck you," and it's just very funny.
I watched this video from forever ago. Like, it's something that I saw when I was like in high school. It's like these two soldiers, these two Saudi soldiers, and they're sitting there and they're like, "Oh look, it's the full moon. Look right there," and they're like flashing gang signs and stuff. They're just dicking around.
Yeah.
And then you hear like really like fake laughing. He's like, "What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that?" And then they turn and it's like a fake like Halloween prop.
Oh yeah.
And it's like, "Oh my fucking god!" They just run. I'm like, okay, well.
Yeah, a lot of those are very fake.
Yeah,
I will say.
that's one of my.
But they're
favorite
very. It's very fun when like there's a door that's just like banging around and suddenly they're just like Bismillah, Bismillah, and they're just like praying as hard as they can at this fucking door. It's very good.
Let me see if I can find that video real quick. Did you see Batman Dick? Oh yeah, you did.
Yeah.
Commented on it.
I'm always. I mean, I already saw the bat dick. The bat balls.
Ghost Woman. No, where is it? It's a really old video. It's like
Great hippity hop, Batman.
Oh yeah, the Saudi Arabia police encounter a witch. Like that one's a fucking classic. I can't find this video.
Yeah, if you ever watch.
It used to be my favorites. It's very old. I'm not surprised it's not up anymore.
Yeah. If you ever watch the channel Nuke's Top 5, those are fun.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of them are very fake. Like, a lot of the videos that he shows are pretty obviously fake. Like, whenever you see, like, especially the Japanese ghost hunters, and there's just, like, they're in there, and then there's, like, the face of a woman, and it's very clearly trying to be Sadako.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like, come on.
One of my favorite Chills videos of fucking all time, okay? One of my favorite ones ever. He's like, the top 15 craziest things ever caught on camera. And so it's like he's watching this video of like the CG like insect coming out of the ground. It's like fucking so obviously computer generated and shit, and it's like there's like a huge rift in the ground, and like, and it's like it comes out and it attacks the camera and shit, and like he's like, I do not know if this is real, but it seems real to me, and I'm like, you are either the best salesman ever, and by being an idiot, or
that
you are
man could
actually
sell
an
you a
idiot.
bridge in New York.
It's true.
Maybe not.
No, probably not. He did the Creator Clash like post-fight announcing, which I think it was only on the first. He was supposed to fight, but I think he got hurt.
Pussy.
No.
Pussied out. He pussied out.
God, we did a lot of like small ones, and now this is just a fucking huge one.
It really is.
This trident is helping a lot, though.
It is, but at the same time, I'm getting those gaps. Like, if I use the long extension, you get those gaps in between the streams.
Yeah. It's helping me swab the poop deck, though. Why did they call it the poop deck? Or is that just a fucking, like, fake thing?
I remember looking this up years ago. I'll do it right now.
Okay.
Why called poop deck? The name originates from the French word for stern, la poupe, from Latin pupus. Thus, the poop deck is technically a stern deck, which in sailing ships was usually elevated as the roof of the stern or after cabin, also known as the poop cabin. It has nothing to do with actual poop. It's just English is a bastard language which has far too much French in it for its own good.
Do you know? Let's talk about pirates for a minute.
Let's talk about pirates.
Are you aware of who Stede Bonnet is?
Stede Bonnet.
Stede Bonnet.
The name sounds familiar. Is he a porno guy?
He was the gentleman pirate. Stede Bonnet was the gentleman pirate. He was a wealthy or aristocrat, and he was born into extreme wealth, and he had a sugar plantation, I think, and so he's almost destitute because he's running out of money, and he goes to a loan office and they fucking don't give him anything, and he's really having trouble, and then he just decides one day that he's sick of his fucking life, and he's gonna, in order to make money to pay off some of his debt, he's just gonna go fucking rob people. But he has no fucking idea what he's doing. He literally has no idea of anything about ship, cartography or ship anything. So he hires a quartermaster, and the quartermaster is basically the captain of the ship. He's just telling him what to do and shit, and then he meets Blackbeard, and he's way too trusting of Blackbeard, and then Blackbeard steals his fucking
that
ship.
guy. Okay.
Yeah. There's a whole internet historian video on it. I highly recommend it. It's very, very funny.
Internet historian's pretty good.
Mm-hmm. Pirate ships were among the first worker co-ops.
They were.
Do you think a pirate would unionize?
I think if they were loyal enough to their captain, and the captain was like, "We are the Union," or whatever, they probably would. But I don't think there would be I can't imagine seeing a cabin boy going to the captain and just being like, "Sir, we've unionized. We want our rights." The captain would just be like, "Leave."
Die. He would shoot them.
Yeah. "You are not conducive to my business."
My crime empire. I like pirates. Pirates are like samurais with guns and ships.
They are cool.
Have I talked about cowboys at all? To you, to any extent?
I don't remember if you have, but I have a fun fact, and that is the period that we know as the Old West in America lasted 25 years.
It wasn't very long.
1876 to 1891. That was
before the 1900s.
The Old West, as we know it, in Hollywood.
Right after the Civil War to right before the turn of the century.
Yep.
So, anyway, I really like the American West.
It's very cool. It's a very interesting period in history. Ignore, the displacement of Native Americans if you want. That's your choice.
Anyway, I've always described my love for American Western imagery as cowboy outlaws are just samurais with guns, and then they're like, "Why do you like samurai so much?" Well, they're just like cowboys with swords. And it just goes back and forth forever. I never fully explain why. Because if I'm being honest, I don't really know why. I like samurais because they had a code of honor. Cowboys because even though they're completely fake in how we know them, I mean, there were just really horrible outlaws who killed and scalped people and sold their scalps for money. We've talked about this.
They were either horrible outlaws or Mexicans and blacks.
Cattlemans as well.
Yep.
And that's where the term cowboy comes from. What we know is a cowboy is a dude who is a cattle guard.
Yep.
That's it.
Most cowboys were not white.
Also that.
However, Hollywood doesn't care. And John Wayne was a bastard.
He was. What was his real name?
Oh,
Something stupid.
I recently just... It was something stupid. John Wayne was born... Marion Robert Morrison.
Robert Marion. Well, yeah, Vid, it's a perfect circle. Yes, exactly.
Well, he had a name initially before... I mean, obviously his birth name. But he had another stage name before John Wayne.
Mm-hmm.
And what happened was, like, the studio person or whatever was like, that name sounds too Scottish. You need to change that, or people are gonna be pissed.
Oh yeah, that's right. Fun fact about movies with John Wayne. He was in the Green Berets movie right as anti-war sentiment was really coming into American culture.
Mm-hmm.
Back when when Americans really fucking did not want to be in Vietnam.
Yup.
And then John Wayne was like, I know what'll change their mind. I'll be in a movie. And everyone's like, boo! Boo this man!
I know what'll change their mind, Pilgrim. We'll get Henry Kissinger on it. No, that's wrong! That's the wrong choice!
What about that Oppenheimer film? You've seen that Oppenheimer film? What do you think John Wayne would think about Oppenheimer?
I think he would probably think it's pretentious bullshit because he's a stupid idiot.
Mm-hmm. I saw a trailer for Oppenheimer. Did I tell you this? And I was remember. Like, why does it seem like they're advertising it as an MCU movie?
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, that doesn't make any fucking sense.
There's just a fucking post-credit scene, and Douglas MacArthur comes to Oppenheimer at the end of the film.
With the Infinity Gauntlet.
I've got an initiative for you. I'm putting together a
team together.
We're going to Korea. And then it just cuts to black.
Yeah. It said Oppenheimer will return in. And so I watched the first half because I apparently cannot watch a full movie in one setting.
What, of Oppenheimer?
No, I watched the first half of Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania.
Oh, okay.
I watched the first half. I'm up to the point where Scott Lang and his daughter are stuck in Kang's prison. That's literally the only... I got up to that part and I was like...
I gotta go do something else.
I was like, I have to fucking do something else, or else I'm gonna fall asleep. I talk a lot about my adventures in trying to watch the entirety of the MCU a lot because like I'm 2 movies away from catching up, and then after that it's the fucking Marvels, which is a movie I just really don't even want to watch.
I've heard it's bad.
It's not out yet.
Oh no, I'm thinking of that other one where they had an ensemble cast.
Every movie?
Well, yes. That's all of them, I get it, but I'm talking like
Oh, Multiverse of Madness?
No. It was on a streaming service, I think.
Oh. Secret Wars?
No. It's too goddamn many of these.
Or Secret Invasion.
No, it was it was a team name. It was the something, the Indispensables or whatever the fuck.
Indestructibles.
No.
Fucking Thunderbolts?
No.
I don't think that show's out yet. Suicide Squad.
No, that's DC.
It is. Good. I'm proud of you.
I'm not that dumb.
I'm not saying you were. Just quizzing you.
I don't remember what the fuck that was called. I just remember it came out and people didn't like it.
MCU TV shows. God damn it, I have to look this up. Fucking Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., that's a very old one.
I think people liked that one.
Inhumans?
Nope.
The Defenders? Everyone fucking loved that one, actually. The Runaways?
Nope.
Eternals is a fucking bad movie, actually.
I think it might have been the Eternals.
It's not a good movie.
What the... It had like a guy in green There was like a dozen fucking superheroes that nobody knew or cared about.
That's the Eternals.
Okay.
It is not a good movie. I liked what they were trying to do. Like, listen, they had at the very fucking end they had an introduction to the Black Knight, which I am all for. I love.
He's gonna lose his arms.
I love obscure superheroes for no fucking reason. I love that shit. Like Moon Knight, they gave fucking Moon Knight his own goddamn series. Like, nobody who knows any fucking thing about like MCU shit even fucking knew who Moon Knight was. And that show's fucking good too. But they introduced Kit Harington. He's gonna be playing the Black Knight guy, and I'm like, yes.
The Black Knight will triumph. He will lose his limbs.
The Black Knight will return. But like I watched the Eternals and it's a fucking snore. Like it's so it takes so fucking long for anything to fucking happen. And then you see the twist coming from a mile a fucking way, and you're like, okay, I'm fucking so bored. And then nothing that happened. They'd kill a Celestial, which is super god. And it's like, okay, this is bad. Oh my god, what's gonna happen? And then at first there's no consequences, and you're like, okay, fine, whatever. And then there's a lot of consequences, and then every character who is still alive from the fucking movie is taken away to like super far away from anything that is happening in the rest of the MCU. So none of the movie even fucking mattered.
Oh.
and so they're like, the Eternals will return. I was like, please fucking no. I never want to see these fucking people ever again.
And I think the studios realized that because, I mean, obviously,
did they have a sequel? Hold on. Eternals.
I don't know. Just
sequel.
based on the response on social media at the time. Just didn't seem like anyone was really pining for a sequel to that one.
It's not hasn't been officially confirmed by Marvel yet. Patton Oswalt was Pip the Troll in the post-credit screen. This post-credit scene.
That's fun. Good for him.
Yeah, I'd like to not. And fucking Angelina Jolie is Athena.
Sure.
She's I don't know. You find out the
sure,
robot.
Why not?
Do you want me to just run down the movie for you? Because I know it's.
Yeah, go for it. I'm never gonna watch it.
So like, basically, it opens with these people coming to Earth, and they're like, "All right, we're gonna save the world from these weird creatures. We're gonna literally exterminate these horrible beasts that all they want to do is kill life." It's like, okay, that's pretty neat. And it cuts to modern day, and one of the people that did that is working in London, and there's Kit Harington, and he's the most important person in the entire fucking movie. He's in the one of the first scenes, and then he's in the last scene, and then he's not in any other part of the movie.
Good.
So instantly I'm impressed by Kit Harington, and I'm like, oh my god, he's so cool. I really like him. He's a good actor, and then he's not in any of the movies, so I don't care. Anyway, so basically, everyone of the Eternals, this big team, fought off these weird aliens that were gonna kill everyone, and then they were purposeless basically after that. So they were like, okay, we're gonna go do our own thing. Like, you are all allowed to go do whatever you want now. And so, I literally cannot even remember her name. The main character. I cannot remember her name because I just didn't care enough. She's working in London, and then the main guy character.
Oh, she's in London, innit?
I can't even fucking remember his name either. God, I can't remember anyone's fucking name. Anyway, the fucking aliens are back, and everyone's like, it doesn't make any sense. Why are they back? And then they go investigate. It's like, oh, they must have been frozen under the ice caps, and now they're melting. And
oh, so it's a heavy-handed environmentalism message from the corporate.
the heaviest-handed. Anyway,
love those.
so then they're like, okay, what do? We gotta get the band back together, and
get Freeze Man.
They're like, okay, and then they find out that their leader's dead. Selma Hayek's dead. So they're like, oh no, who could have done this? And the main character guy is acting really cagey, and he's acting weird. And they're like, we gotta go get everyone together so we make sure everyone's safe and figure out what's going on. How could one of us have died? It doesn't make any sense.
We're not supposed to die.
They go and meet probably the best character in the entire movie, who dies immediately. And he's like, I've been taking care of Angelina Jolie. She's got a disease that makes her really, really violent, and there's no cure once she has it. And also, meanwhile, throughout all of this, they keep flashing back to different shit that happened in the past that you don't fucking care about. Like, literally, like, it keeps showing scenes of, like, their history, and I'm like, I couldn't fucking care less. Like, just show me the fucking story. I'm at least somewhat interested in the story that's going on. And so, they're all sitting at a table. He's like, I could be Captain America. And they're all making jokes about other MCU movies, because you can't have an MCU movie without that anymore. Mm-hmm. So they're like, I could be Thor. Thor's epic. And one of the people's like, oh yeah, I remember Thor. He was a little boy back when I met him. He was really cool, and he used to bounce up and down on my knee. But then one of the things attacks and sucks the life essence out of one of them and gets their powers.
Ooh, he get that suck.
And so it's like, oh no, not this guy, not the one interesting character out of all the Eternals, no. And they're like, oh, fuck, shit. Fuck, what are we gonna do? And so they go meet cool engineer man, and he's like one of the only characters that is intelligent at all. And he's like, yeah, I have a family now. I'm not gonna go do this. Like, I don't give a fuck. Like, fuck you. Like, I'm not doing this. And so they find out at some point, I can't remember when because I wasn't really paying attention, but they find out at one point that the Earth is dying, and the reason it's dying is because the Earth is giving birth to a Celestial, which is this is important for like the overarching MCU story. Uh-huh. But Celestials are gods, essentially. Like, it's like super gods, like the biggest gods of all god.
Like, not Thor.
No.
Big.
Like like multiversal level god. Like, these are the gods that invented gods, essentially.
That's an interesting concept.
So one of them's about to be born, and it's a really important event, and the Eternals are essentially robots that go help cultivate a planet, right? So that the energy that the people make by like living, like the energy that the people have feeds the Celestial until it's time to be born.
It's Lavos.
Yes.
From Chrono Trigger.
Think of it like that, right?
It's just Lavos. We've done this before.
If Lavos is born, the world fucking ends, okay? Like, yeah, that's it,
how
right?
It works.
So anyway.
Except it lasts for a while because they live on... But this isn't video games!
Anyway, so basically, if the Celestial is born, the world fucking ends, okay? And the Eternals aren't supposed to give a shit about that because they're robots, but they were given feeling because... to be more... Who fucking cares? Anyway,
it's Data.
Yeah, so...
But not good.
So the main character's like, but what about Kit Harington? And I also asked that question, like, where the fuck is he? You meet really fucking annoying characters. I didn't even mention the fucking one guy who's like a Bollywood actor. He's really fucking annoying, and he's probably the worst part of the movie. He's a comedy relief character that's only there to be funny, and it really is, like, not funny after a while. Mm-hmm. Actually, scratch that, it isn't funny at all. But, like, you find out that the cagey main man character knew that the Celestial was being born. He was the one who killed their leader. He's like, she was not walking on the path. I need to talk to our God knows the way. Our big Celestial boy knows. He knew. You should listen to him. God. And so they fight him, and then she stops the Celestial from being born. And then this one girl betrays her because she's in love with the guy that the main character guy, and but they got divorced or whatever, and the movie fucking ends. And that's it. That's all that happens in the movie. I explained literally everything. Oh, and they also kill the fucking weird alien thing. It comes back and it gets sliced in half and nothing fucking happens. It's really fucking stupid, and they shouldn't have even had that plot point. It was absolutely fucking worthless. And then a post-credit scene, it's like Kit Harington pulls out the Black Knight sword, and I'm like, yes.
He pulls out the Black Knight sword,
and then Samuel L. Jackson, and then yes! That's exactly right.
I'm putting together another team.
No, you hear Samuel L. Jackson deliver a line off screen, and he's like, "The Eternals will return," and I'm like, "Please no." That's all of the Eternals. None of you have to watch it now.
I'm putting together a motherfucking team. Credits.
And then Shang-Chi is fucking really good, actually, and
the 5 rings guy?
10 rings.
Okay.
Because his dad's the Mandarin, and
yeah, I've heard that one was good.
It's fun. It's a martial arts movie. It's got really good music in it, and I've always talked about how I like early MCU movies because they pretty seamlessly go in between genres really well. Mm-hmm. Like, they do a very, very good job of like keeping it different, and I really like movies where they press that. Like, yeah. So the first Iron Man movie is kind of a war movie, kind of like, you know, a survival movie. It's really cool. Yeah, and then it does become like a superhero movie, but it wasn't overdone at the time, and it still holds up in my opinion. And then the fucking Incredible Hulk movie is a fucking spy movie, and you're like, whoa, like, this is a tonal shift, like, this is pretty cool. And
okay, hang on. Mm-hmm. Sorry. Did they make another Incredible Hulk movie after?
They just got the rights back, so I think they're probably gonna start thinking about making one soon.
They did what?
Sorry? They just got the rights back from Sony.
Oh, it was a Sony thing again. Okay.
Mm-hmm. So hopefully they'll be making something soon.
Because it was it was the
Chow Yun Fat one.
That one guy.
And then they had the Eric Bana. There was the Chow Yun Fat one with Eric Bana, who played Bruce. And then there was the Edward Norton one.
That's the one I'm thinking of, the Edward Norton.
And Edward Norton is actually like a really fucking good Bruce Banner, but he wanted too much money, so Mark Ruffalo came and filled in. Anyway,
I didn't know if that one was like canonical to the current MCU thing.
Because in the first Avengers movie, it like kind of picks up where it left off a little bit.
Gotcha.
But yeah, the Hulk movie's really actually fucking good. I like it a lot. And then the second Iron Man movie is like it's an interesting like take on him, like the hubris of being a superhero. Like it's a commentary on like, you know, trusting in what you know, and like having this problem that you can't really solve, and like there's a ticking clock element because Tony's fucking dying. Yeah. And you're like, well, this is compelling. Like, I'm like, and I really like. Okay. I think this might be controversial. I'm not sure, because I think I've talked about this before. Iron Man 3 is like supremely underrated, I think, because it's about like dealing with a traumatic experience and like learning to trust yourself again. Like, it's learning actually to trust
like the Jade Eggs.
It's fascinating because like it takes place after the first Avengers movie, where because Iron Man goes up into the Skrull portal, right? Or not Skrull. It's Kree. The Kree Empire like hole he goes up and delivers a nuke and blows up the entire Kree fleet, right? So all of Iron Man 3 is him dealing with like the post-traumatic stress of like literally going into another dimension, at like being the first human being to do that, and like and like the nightmares and shit and panic attacks that he goes through. Like, it's actually really compelling, like, story. I like stories where the hero has like a major fault that they're trying to work through, and like, and it's not just overdone over and over and over again, you know. And that one, it's done really well. Like, he basically he's stuck in like the Midwest, like with no suit, and he has no way of communicating with anybody, and the only person that can really get him out of it is this kid that he meets. And so he's on the phone with this kid, and he starts having a panic attack, and the kid like talks him down, and it's done really respectfully, and I genuinely really like that movie a lot. Because also Iron Man fucking ices a fool in that movie. I forgot to. He literally makes a gun and shoots a dude in the head.
Yeah, I've seen like the first. I think the first like half of that movie, and I only didn't finish it because I had to leave for some reason.
That one's a good one.
Events or whatever.
You can skip the first two Thor movies though. They serve nothing. The first Thor movie has funny moments, and the second one is a complete skip. Third
what was the second one?
Okay, so it's Thor, and then Thor in the Dark World.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And the Dark World is only really there. The second Thor movie is really only there to set up the Infinity Stones. Because in a post-credit scene they talk about it a little bit, and it's the connection between Guardians of the Galaxy and Thor 2. And that's
okay.
It's not good. It's not a good movie. There's like the Dark Elves. They're back. They have fucking Katie Holmes cancer. That's Love and Thunder, actually. Yeah, she has cancer, and the only way for her to not have cancer is to become Thor.
Oh.
And she becomes Thor, and then Thor is like, hey, you becoming Thor is making your cancer become super cancer. You might want to stop doing that. She's like, okay. And so when he goes to fight Gore the God Butcher, who they fucking like really mess up, by the way, but I'm not one of those people who gives too much of a shit about that. Hold on a sec. Anyway, Thor's like, I'm gonna go deal with this guy and save all the Asgardian children. You stay here and try not to have cancer. And so he goes and he goes to fight Gore the God Butcher, and like Christian Bale's beating the fuck out of him, and then almighty Thor, who's Katie Holmes' character, she comes out of nowhere, and he doesn't say anything about her cancer, but he knows that she's gonna die in this fight, which it's not really well conveyed at all. Like, it seems like how it's acted and how the scene's written. It seems like he just completely forgot that she had cancer, and it doesn't make any.
They forgot that
sense.
Plot point.
And also, they kill Russell Crowe in that movie. They fucking seriously, Thor ices him like it's so cold-blooded.
Oh my god.
They need to defeat Gore the God Butcher, because everyone's afraid. They need Zeus's lightning bolt, and I can't remember who gets it and throws it straight through his chest when they kill him. And like I saw an alternate cutscene where, like, you know, Zeus is talking to Thor, and he like willingly gives him the lightning bolt. I'm like, I like this so much better. Like, why didn't they do this? Like, you didn't have to murder him. What the fuck else needs to be clean?
Winch rope.
The anchor windlass.
Fucking wind ass.
You fucking windlass. What the fuck is a windlass?
It's like a window, but not.
Shut your fucking mouth. But yeah, I need to finish fucking Quantumania. That's all I'm trying to say. Bridge windows. There's a lot of windows still to clean.
Yeah, the bridge windows I think are up top.
Yeah, there's
I'm
like
just trying to
3 left.
find where the hell this rope is dirty. Oh, I found it.
I'm gonna go fight Gore the God Butcher, try to stop having cancer. That's how it goes! That's basically what happens. Because she doesn't fucking tell him. The whole reason she comes to New Asgard, right, to get Mjolnir is so that she doesn't have cancer anymore, right?
Okay.
Literally, like she has cancer. It's like really horrible. She's going through chemo and shit, and
Sure.
and she's like, maybe if I go to New Asgard and hold the hammer, maybe I could become Thor and not have cancer anymore.
That is batshit.
And it kind of works, but also it's killing her.
That is batshit.
So she doesn't tell Thor that, because they had a falling out, but then they reconnect, and it's actually, I like the love story in it actually.
Sure.
But she's like, she doesn't tell him until like near the end of the movie. Like she's like, I have cancer, and he's like, wait, what? Wait, hold on. You've been telling me this whole time the only reason you became Super Thor is that you have cancer. And she's like, yeah. And so he puts her in a hospital bed. He's like, your fight's over. Like, let the potions and the healing salves do their thing for your cancer. And he's like, all right, I'm gonna go die now. Don't stop having cancer. It's like
batshit premise.
It's what happens in the movie.
It sounds stupid.
Wow. I think you're the first person to think it's stupid.
Oh, probably. I have the hottest of takes.
MCU movies are so fucking hit or miss anymore.
Mm-hmm. It seems that way. I think we could just take a break on them.
I'm trying.
I think we could just stop.
I'm trying.
No, I mean, you can watch them. You can watch them. I just... In making them, let's just go for like 10 years.
They're not gonna stop. They keep making money. Over there.
I mean, that shit... Stan Lee's corpse is just a license to print money at this point, so...
Yeah, well... Where the fuck are the spotlights? I want to finish this boat before we stop.
Yeah. Got the fairly... Where's the porthole?
Porthole.
Port. So it's gonna be on this side. Yeah, port. Start. Yeah, port. It's gonna be on this side. It's this motherfucker. This red bit right here. Got it.
Woo!
Woo!
Wow, we did a really good job.
Yeah. It's this new head. We're doing really well because we've got 3 beams instead of 1.
Oh, we can do this real quick. Okay, I won't.
Oh yeah.
I won't activate this until you get here. All right, you here?
I'm here.
Okay, we're gonna go clean that RV.
All right.
All right, go ahead.
Oh no! It's aliens. That's cool.
Yeah.
Just clean it. Just the fucking aliens just landing like bleep, 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 bleep. And then you're just like, yep, I got you, Bleeblops. We'll clean up your nastiness.
So while I was sick, did I mention I was sick to you?
I don't think you
I had a horrible
did.
fever.
That was what? Was that last week?
The week before.
Before? I don't. It must have been after we streamed then.
No, it was last week. Everything's fucked for me.
Anyway.
Yeah, Sunday and Monday, I had a fever.
Ooh.
It was 48-hour fever. It was fucking horrible.
That sucked.
102 degrees.
Yeah. Hey, it was that hot outside today.
Woo!
It sucks.
And then I was
I'm
having.
glad you're
like,
okay.
really, thank you. I was having like really bad like indigestion problems and like from like post fever stuff. And I was like,
did you have any fun like fever dreams while you were trying to sleep?
I did. So
Tell me about your dreams.
I was watching this Oni Plays video where they were going through Stable Diffusion and just making funny images of like Donald Trump meeting a gray alien and stuff. And so basically I try to fall asleep after watching that video, and it plays the entirety of the Lord of the Rings trilogy, but like with weird AI art.
Oh no.
In my head. And so I say the entire Lord of the Rings trilogy. Honestly, it was just the scene where Frodo gets on Gandalf's cart at the very beginning of the first movie for like the entirety of me sleeping.
That's fun.
It wasn't. It got real
I
old.
haven't been that sick in a long time. I did get COVID.
Oh yeah.
I did get COVID last year, like summer, or October. It was somewhere middle of the year. Did not affect me that much. Felt like a bad cold, but I took all the precautions because I tested positive. So,
Yeah.
but the last time, I can't remember the last time I had a fever.
Dude, it's not fucking fun.
No, it's not. I remember distinctly it is not.
I remember like bits and pieces of being sick, basically, because I was either asleep or delirious, for 2 days, which sucked.
Oh yeah.
It's not fun. It's not fun.
No.
Everyone. Let me kill that rumor right now. It is not
0
a fun
out of
experience.
10. Could not recommend.
Anyway, I remember like laying down in my bed and I had like my big thick blanket over me and I was just like trying to get myself to sweat because I knew that would be like close to the end because my fever broke like 3 separate times.
Oh no.
And so I remember I took Monday off because Sunday I had a horrible fever and it broke like super late at night and I was like thank fuck and I felt pretty good. And then Monday morning my fever came back and I was sick. I had a fever all Monday. But I remember laying in bed and it was I had my fan on me and then I just had like I was under a blanket and I was just like just sweat, just please. I'm in pain, I'm sore, I'm like I just want to not be sick anymore. And I thought I was overheating because like I was starting to get a headache and I was like so I eventually just take the fucking blanket off and just sit like with my fan on me and it cools me down really fast. I'm like and I'm like I genuinely feel like I'm dying. Like it just wasn't a fun experience. And then eventually Tuesday morning I wake up in just drenched in sweat. And I'm like and then I rush into the fucking shower and and I'm like, and I'm just sweating like profusely after I get out of the shower. I'm like, and Wednesday, I thought I was gonna die again because I was having like what I thought were heart issues, respiratory issues, as they turned out to be. Because I was sick for 2 days straight.
Yeah.
So I was having like respiratory and gastrointestinal stuff going on, which sucked also.
Big poopies.
Not big poopies, I had indigestion. So I took care of that finally, and now I'm right as rain. I'm all back to normal.
Did you figure out what it was? Like, did you go to urgent care or something?
I didn't go to urgent care at all. My mom came over 2 days in a row to check on me and stuff.
Chicken
and
soup.
She gave me vegetable soup actually.
Ooh.
And it was very, 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 very good. And like, I didn't think about it. I have a voice recorder on my phone. I should have recorded like some of the shit that I should have recorded some shit because I knew it would have been funny. Like,
but in the moment, you don't necessarily think about it.
I remember looking in the mirror. I remember this fucking sucks. I remember that Monday, I was sitting at my computer talking to Dante, and I was like, "Yeah, you know, I'm feeling pretty good." And then we're sitting there talking, and I'm like, "Yeah, I don't feel so good." And I fucking I go lay down, and it's my fever comes back. It's fucking worse. And then CJ texts me. I think when did he text me? He texted me at some point like in the like early morning or late at night. Sorry. Oh yeah, this was on this Sunday night. So he texted me at like 9:30, and I'm like, "What?" He's like, "Do you want to play Crusader Kings 3?" I'm like, "Yeah," because I really did. But I was like, I don't know how long I'm gonna be able to last. Like, I'm really not feeling great. Because I thought, you know, my fever had broke, and I thought like, "Oh, okay, I'm on the other end of it," because it was Sunday.
Yeah.
But I was taking the next day off, so I was like. Ugh. So I get on, and it takes one of my friends forever to decide anything. So I complete my fucking ruler, and I'm just sitting there, and then we start the game, and 5 minutes later I go to bed. I'm basically sitting there a half an hour to play like 5 minutes of a game that can last days. Yeah, it's not fun.
No,
being sick sucks.
That level of sickness is brutal.
Yeah, I didn't want to take time off because I knew it would affect my paycheck by a lot.
Oh yeah.
But I ended up taking 2 days off, and I'm not thrilled about it. I don't know how it's gonna affect my paycheck tomorrow, but we'll see. Luckily, I have enough money to get by. I saved a bit from this last paycheck. Because I didn't have to spend any money on gas because I didn't fucking go anywhere. So. You know what? I had...
What?
I had a, Your Civ 5 game sounds like the average RimWorld modding experience. It was Crusader Kings 3, but yes. I literally, like, it was Friday night, the Friday before I got sick, and I lay my head down, and I just
lay you down to sleep.
I cannot fucking sleep. Like, I can't sleep at all. I lay my head down at like 12.
You said your prayers.
I do not fall asleep until 5:30 in the morning.
Oh.
Like, it was one of those nights. And I remember waking up, and the outside of my throat was a little tingly. Like here.
Yeah.
And that is the side of my throat that felt like I got stabbed when I had my sore throat.
That.
So it was that Saturday morning. It was already like fucked. And then I go into fucking CJ's house because we go and play Fallout tabletop. I go over there, and his fucking basement is like 60 degrees. So it's fucking freezing in that place. And I don't have a fucking jacket because it's fucking 80 degrees outside. So why the fuck would I have a jacket? And that motherfucker, I'm like, can we like heat it up? It's like fucking cold in here. Like it's really cold. And then I go home, and that was July board game night. That was the stream that I did that night, and we only went like an hour and a half because I was feeling like shit by that time. Oof. But yeah, that was fun. Being sick was cool.
Yeah, sounds like it. Sounds like it's very cool and based.
Yeah, based on what?
Oh, you.
I got why I oughta.
Why I oughta.
I was watching stream clips today, and Dante, since you're here, one that made me laugh pretty hard was I was playing Custom Robo, and I'm doing like post game stuff, and I'm just it's like my last stream before I stop playing it, and I get a specific Robo chassis called the Juggler, which is like one of the like not bad guys, but like not a great guy, one of his Robos, and I'm like, oh my god, I got a new Robo chassis, and Dante's like, which one? I said, the Juggler. And then he goes, you could juggle these nuts! And I just hear him go, ah! And then, like, he starts laughing uncontrollably. And, like, and I just don't even give him the satisfaction of, like, saying anything. So he's laughing, and I'm sitting in silence for, like, 5 fucking minutes. And he's like, I'm sorry. Like, you fucking should be.
Oh, that got me.
Dante, he's a funny fella.
Dante's a funny guy.
And he said, like, I remember watching the clip, and he said, like, I was waiting literally all stream to make that joke. I'm like, damn.
Oh.
Egg on my face.
Oof. Foot in my mouth.
Dick in my ass.
What do you mean the intake vents are dirty? I cleaned them.
Come on. Be done. Basically just spinning around. Oh yeah, there you go.
Got that one.
Come on.
The deflector dish.
Be clean.
Okay, there's that. The view dome rim.
Occipital. Omnidirectional landing hinge. I hardly know her. I'm so unoriginal that when I was doing my New Vegas streams, I named 2 different streams that same thing, back to back. It's
nice.
like I was going to the Nellis Air Force Base, which is where the boomers are in the game. So I called the stream Boomer, I hardly know her. And then the next one, I was doing some stuff for the NCR, so I called it Nuclear Winter, I hardly know her. And then when I was looking back on the VODs on YouTube, as I was naming them and like dating them and stuff, I noticed that I made the same joke like twice exactly, and I hadn't even realized. I was like, oh my fucking god. So also, I got one of the best compliments I've ever gotten from somebody.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, about our TTT stream.
Ooh.
A friend of the show, Katie, friend of the show. She said that she has watched the VOD 3 separate times all the way through.
Wow.
I was like, damn. I have watched the VOD none. So I've like skimmed through it. I do that with a lot of VODs. Which, by the way, if anyone wants to watch any streams that you miss, they're all on YouTube. Since for like a year, I've been doing it now. Every single stream, I have like 170 streams in there. They're all. I have like a bunch of different playlists too that you could just put on, like. Yeah, that's one of my favorite moments in the VOD. Is me and Shattuck are walking down a fucking hallway, right? Mm-hmm. And Dante's behind us, and I just see like. I see in front of me a boomerang just skid across the ground. and so I look behind me and Dante's just standing there and I'm like, you motherfucker, and I open fire and he kills both of us before we can do anything. It was just so fucking funny to see just a boomerang just go whizzing past me and then look behind me and see Dante with like a kid with his fucking hand in the cookie jar. Alright. How much stuff we got left? We can't have much. Auxiliary gyromagnetic discs.
It's this red thing right here. I really enjoyed that TTT stream. That was a lot of fun.
We're gonna do another one at some point.
Oh yeah.
I would like to get more people for it.
Yeah.
Because we had just enough, but I really would have liked more. I want to add like more weapons, more maps, more.
Yeah.
Like custom skins and stuff.
More mayhem.
Yeah. I still have all the stuff for it, so.
Yeah.
We just need to plan. See. D&D starting this week. I don't know if we're going to be doing it weekly or bi-weekly. I'm not sure yet. But if it's bi-weekly, I will definitely plan a TTT stream somewhere in the very, very near future then. Like near the beginning of August is when I'd like to do it.
Yeah. There we go.
Okay. Jeez.
Nanowave tractor beam. There's still something on the fucking tractor beam.
I would love join TTT, but I had work. That's fine, Jason. You were there in spirit.
Tritanium saucer lower rims.
Omnidirectional landing socket.
Where's the rim?
Okay.
It's the grippies.
Gravity plating.
What am I even looking for?
Main gyromagnetic disc frames.
Oh, this plating. Ah, come on. Got it. Okay. Tritanium sauces. Okay.
Why are we doing this for these aliens?
That's a good question.
Alright. Polarized saucer plating is this one here.
Oh, I just saw it.
There it is. Okay.
Oh God.
Yeah!
Yeah.
There it goes! Look at it go! Whoa! Woo! That was a fucking... And I can't believe we finished the boat and the fucking UFO tonight. Jesus.
Yeah, holy shit.
Alright, you ready to see what we got next time?
Yes, I do.
We're going to Atlantis.
Oh, fuck, what? There's already water there, though. Oh, look at that.
It's little king.
This little king guy. He's king.
He's dead. Oh, let me write a little something for next time.
Oh, that's the boat we just cleaned.
Yeah. There we
love
go.
I love a game with lore and continuity.
Look at this. Look at the look at the little message I left for next time.
Well, good night, everybody. This was fun. I had a great time.
You did.
Bye.
Hey.
Hey.
This is our last stream before D&D. Oh my god. Saturday, 8 p.m. is when we start.
Nice.
You don't want to miss this. I worked very, very hard on it. And I would really appreciate everyone tuning in.
Go tell your mom. Go tell your friends.
So we have let me tell you the cast. Tyler W and Tyler A, the two smelly idiots, the Tyler twins. We have Crystal, and we have special guest Goof. Okay? That's our thing. I'm gonna be getting married on that day, but I'll check out the VOD. The VOD will be uploaded to YouTube either same day or next day. And also, congratulations on getting married.
Cograt.
But yeah, Saturday, 8 p.m. Please tune in if you can. It's gonna be a good one. I don't have anything else to say.
Okay.
Let me think. But yeah, it's a completely custom written campaign. It's not going to be very long. It's not a very long campaign, but it is one that I'm actually writing. So I hope you guys. Seriously, I do hope you guys come by and watch, because it should be a fun one.
Yeah.
So thank you for watching.
Thank you, everybody.
We'll see you Saturday. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
See ya.
See you later.
Did I I'm gonna go sleep. Bye.